Hi everyone, this is Tanner from Smart Fantasy Baseball. I want to run through a couple examples that I've run into, real life examples recently that I've found that having my own projections and rankings and having them all linked together through formulas has really made my life a lot easier. And this is just happening in January, these recent things. And I think it'll illustrate that once we get closer to draft day, when the news really starts flying around, how helpful it can really be to have all this in one nice package like this. So the first example I have is the other day I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about Joe Mauer and his move from catcher to first base. And they said that they really expect that he'll have about a 10% increase in playing time this year because he won't be catching any longer. He should be able to play in roughly 155 games, whereas in the past maybe he was only playing like in 140. So just that simple increase in games should give him more plate appearances. So I wanted to go and check my rankings and see, or my projections and see what I had Joe Mauer down for. So I have him in here at 600 plate appearances. And one of the nice things about the spreadsheet that comes in the bundle is that all the players have these nice clickable links. So you click on Joe Mauer's name and it takes you right to his Fangraphs page. And you can see that, yeah, if he were to get to 155 games played, that he might be able to get to about 650 plate appearances. It wouldn't be, that far out of the question. So if I want to update my projection for him, the really great thing about Projecting X is that all these things are connected through formulas. So if you bump 600 up to 650 before I actually hit enter there, let's go ahead and look. Right now he's the 43rd ranked player. So if I go ahead and hit enter, just that bump in playing time bumps him up to the 26th ranked catcher. So that's one practical example. You can double check or you pick up these tidbits of player information through the year or through the off season. You just type them in and you've got updated projections, rankings, and all that. Another one that just recently happened was Grant Balfour signs with the Rays. So I want to go ahead and update my rankings. I don't know where Balfour even is in here, so I'll just search for him real quickly. And I have him for no saves. So let's go ahead and let's see. He's ranked as the 187th pitcher in here. But if I go ahead and, gosh, he's going to play for the Rays. Geez, maybe I'll say he'll get 35 saves. So you type that in, and immediately he gets ranked up to 91. And you can go ahead and resort this and get all the players in the right order again. Another one, Derek Holland. I think he falls down the stairs or something and breaks his hand. And we hear that he's going to miss out on, I think, at least half the season. So if I had him projected for 190 innings pitched, he's the 83rd ranked pitcher in here right now. He's scheduled to get, or projected to get, about 160 strikeouts. So let's just cut that in half. We'll go to 95. And boom, you see everything gets cut in half. He gets down to 80 strikeouts, and his ranking drops to 178th best player. And last, who could forget lovable Alex Rodriguez here. We find out he's going to be suspended for the whole year. Had him for 500 at-bats. He was in the 132nd rank, something like that. Go ahead, bump him down to 0 at-bats, and he basically falls off the rankings. So this goes on and on. If you take away A-Rod's at-bats and plate appearances, you have to add them to some other player. So maybe now you bump up Kelly Johnson and spread some other at-bats around other Yankees. And this really just illustrates how beneficial, how much time this is going to save you, how much more accurate your projections and rankings are going to be, and how easily you can update them at the last minute here. So as we go through spring training and players are gaining jobs, losing jobs, maybe players are getting hurt, or there's uncertainty about injuries, things of that nature, you can pretty easily update your rankings at any point in time and have updated real-time results. So I do want to remind you that this is the Smart Fantasy Baseball Projecting X bundle. It's available on the website for $14.99. You'll probably see it listed on the sidebar, or you could find it up in the menus to get your copy. I do want to point out and remind everyone that if you don't have any interest in the bundle, but you still want to get Projecting X, you can head over to Mike Podhorser's page at projectingx.com and just buy his book individually. And I think that's it. So with that, thanks for listening. Thanks for reading the Smart Fantasy Baseball blog, and take care.